Okay, so guys, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Very good. See, it's a process management. It means whenever you start a process, so when you type some command, or maybe you are pinging to someone, or maybe you want to create a file or a directory, or copying file from one place to another place. So everything is a process in for a system. Okay, so that is we call it as a fork. So what is fork means? It's a we are created a process, and the process either it is immediate execution or maybe it is a scheduled execution. Whatever it is so scheduled one only. So then it is going to the runnable. So are you running this process or not? Okay, right. So in this one, so once it is runnable, okay, and it is going to running into the kernel. So shell will understand and it is runnable. Okay, so then it is running in a kernel. So the kernel understand the thing and running. So once it is completed, then it will exit from the process is completed. Okay, then it is become zombie, means it's completed, so it is exit from our system automatically. Okay, sometimes it required like a yes or no, or maybe user interface is required. Okay, so then it is going to be returned to user and user will call again, then it will run. Sometimes we need like yes or no, like I want to install some application, so it will ask yes or no. Okay, or maybe when I put a cat double greater file one, it's still on your screen only, right? If you type and control D, then only control D is the system call and it run in your kernel. This is straightforward, right? And this is the next one. Sometimes process may stop. Maybe you stop the process, or maybe system will put a suspend the process at this starting level only, and it can be resumed. So if need that stop the process again, so then it will resume it. Okay, and it resume and run the process. Okay, and again the process has to be run again and again. For example, I didn't open my putty, so I will open putty first. I will write in. So for example, date command. So after okay, I type date command, it is showing date command. Again, I'm typing date command. So that there is a time difference is there. So time is always running. It's always running process. Okay, network related. So network is always running process. So this kind of process, what it will happen. So sometimes again reattempt, reschedule. Again, it's a keep on running process only. It won't exit the process. It will keep on running the process. Okay, because it's a running always. The date related process is running. When you type the date command only, it will showing the output, but always it is running in a background. Okay, and sometimes the process put in a wait condition. So let wait. So when our command is running, let it execute. Otherwise, put in a wait condition. Put it in a sleep condition. So different sleep conditions. When event is occur, when an event is occur, again it will open that process. Event or signal. Some event or signal will occur. It will take the sleeping process and into the running process. So this is how what happened into the process state, and also we'll see different process states here. Okay, so different commands to see the process also there, and we'll go to the ppt. If process is running in a background where the user can work with other process in a foreground, when it is called background process. Okay, background process it is, I will explain that one. Normally ps command is used for a process list of the process. When you put a ps command, that time entire process will be visible. Okay, so here, so in a system, lot of processes running. So whether you put a command, no command, so the process is running in your system. Okay, so that process run by either by uh, our user, like a root user, or maybe a system, or maybe a another user also. Like if I log in with another user, I run another process that is run by that system. So user based process. Okay, user based process is there, system based process is there, administrator based process is also there. Like when administrator login, then administrator process related things also there. The process are there inside of a PC, whether you are run process or not. So system automatical process is there. Okay, so to see that process, the command is ps. But when you type only ps, it won't show anything. It will only show your terminal related process only. What is this terminal? pts 0 by 0. So when I go to my main machine, then I put a ps. It is showing my terminal process only. Okay, it is, I didn't specify what process I want to see. I put a ps command. By default it is going to my terminal only. But if I put a certain options like a hyphen f, okay, it is full details of my process, root process id and parent process id, like that. So every process has a process id and their parent process id is there sometimes. So we need a change. Okay, every process having a process id. Okay. And also I running a process. The process name is process a. Okay, so I put a process name is a. A is a process or a1 is a process. Okay, this a process, for example a process, and not a single process, is it create another process. The process is creating another process to run certain tasks. It will split into multiple process. So it create some another process, so that we call it as a child process. For example, that is child one process. Example, this is a1 process, this is a c1 process. So for c1, a1 is a parent process, a1 is a parent process, c1 is a child process, a1 is a parent process. Okay, this child process may run another child process also, maybe c2. For c2, c1 is a parent process, for c1, c2 is a child process. Okay, like this. So one process will create a multiple process inside of it. Okay, so that is the your process thing. And coming to the process id, for example, a1 process id is 110. Just for example, for understanding only. And c1 process is 111, and c2 process is for example 112. Okay, this will take a normal sequence number only, but each process having their process parent process id, right? So a1 process don't have any parent, so then leave it. c1 having a parent process id. So what is a parent process id? Like this. And c2 parent process is like this. Okay. Okay, so one second. What is a parent process id? pp id. So every process has a process id compulsory. There is a process id, and some process also having a process id and as well as a parent process id. When you want to close this process, you don't want to run this process if the process completed, or maybe you don't want this process no longer, so you want to remove this process, then we can able to kill the process using process id. You can't say process name, this is the name of the process, but this is a process id, we should kill the process. And normally we have to kill the process from bottom first. We have to kill this process. Once it's done, then this go to this one, then only. So complete process should be killed by from first close child process, then their child's parent process, and their parent process, like that only. In a process, execution is also happen. First, it will execute the bottom level of child process. Then this level of child process, then main process. So first execute it is, once this process is executed completed, then it will complete this process, and this will after completion of this child process, then it will complete it. And this parent processes may have a multiple childs also. It means if you have a parent, and how many childs are there? This is child 1, child 2, okay, or maybe orphan child 3. uh, this child may have a some different another child process, okay, maybe like a child 1 1, and child 1 2, child 1 3, okay. Depends upon your process, it create one parent have a multiple childs and each child having multiple childs, so like that it will be happen. So once it is execute all the child process, then it will go into their parent process. Once all parent process completed, and they'll go to the super parent, the final parent process. It keep on list, big list is there, we'll see, okay. So understand every process has a process id, so that is a important thing, okay. The command is ps, okay. And also I said every process has compulsory process id is there, so you have to manage with the process id only, okay. Of course there are a lot of other things also there, but currently just try to understand one by one point, okay. Okay. The process may have a child process, and the child process may have another child process, okay. Processes you have to tell, because it's not only one single process, so multiple child process also have, okay. Each time, the child process have process id, and as well as parent process id is also there, okay. So this is a parent process id. Every process, child process having a process id, and child process is also there. So a child process may have another child process also available. Once it is executed, this child process, then it will execute this one, and finally it complete this process, okay. Every process having a priority, okay? Every process having a priority, the priority name is called a nice value, okay. So niceness, we call it as a niceness, okay. And here the nice value also there, so the lower the nice value, higher the priority. Higher the nice value, lower the priority. So what is that niceness is simply in english wise we can understand, normal in general terms, not in english, like if you are very nice, you won't get priority. So if you are a little bit less nice, means more rude, then you will get more priority. No, do this thing now only, complete this thing now only, okay. Or you must go to this, give me this one, so then it is more give more priority. Like you're asking, please can you give me this one, so then no, it's you are very nice, no priority, okay, like that. So it's a uh, try to understanding purpose only I'm telling, okay. So lesser the nice, more priority, more nice value, lesser the priority is given, okay. That is also we'll see that one. Here different options are there for a ps, so I'm going to man ps to report a snapshot of current process. What is the ps command will report the snapshot of current value, okay. Report the snapshot of current process. What is a snapshot of current process means, when you type ps command, that time what are the process is running, it will display that one. Okay, not exactly like after ps command, what if anything is running in some different terminal or maybe same terminal, we can't see that one at the time of ps. So including ps command is a process, so it will display that one. Okay, if you are going down, then you can see that a lot of options to see every process on a system using standard syntax -e -ef -e capital f ely. You display a process on every system using bsd syntax ax aux, like that. Print process tree. Okay, get the info about the threads. Okay, one by one. Okay, so PSP space hyphen evo, and you can specific information, you can also get it. Every process running as a root and effective ID, like that, like this, we can able to get it. So you can take this, you can take example commands. This one. Okay, example commands hyphen e hyphen ef, like this. You can type one by one. You will understand. Okay, this is something we miss here, these two commands. Okay, so these are examples part. Okay, so okay, separating it. So you'll see one by one command from what we I will show you. Fit ps space hyphen f. It is showing details. If you I don't give, so very less. See the differences. More options. It is when it is connected, where it is connected, what is their parent process ID. Can you see process ID and parent process ID? This one, process ID, parent process means this process parent is this one. What is the difference? This is a normal bash, means this is the thing. I given this command. This command is running here, so it means it is become parent. If you see I run this command, the command is running here, so obviously this is become a parent process for this one. This is child process now. Hyphen e, so it is displaying so many things. See entire your system process, so process id and which terminal it is running, time, and cmd, what command it is running, what process running. Okay, these are our process ids only. The question mark means it's running in system, not on a terminal. TTY1, so that is the terminal, this is the terminal. Okay, and finally it is showing this one. See ps, I run the ps command and this terminal, it is showing this one. Okay, next ef 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 will give you more details like user id, process id, parent process id, and other things like a cmd, time, how long it is running, and all. And if you compare, you see the process id is 00 here, parent, and this is 2. So this is the thing, this is a 2, and these are all from here. If you see, as long as 2, it means these are all running on a parent process is 2 only. It is running on a parent process, it's an internal process only. Okay, this is parent process is 1, but here parent process is this one. It's a dhcp client process, and this is network related process. See, network manager process, dhcp client process. Network and dhcp both are working together, right? So this is the main process, this is a hardware related process, this is a kernel process, and this is running on this network management only. Okay, and this is the process. And if you see, this is a parent process, this is a, sorry, this is a parent process, this is the parent. You can see that's postfix master, this is a mail process related one. See postfix, this is a postfix process, and there is a main master process, this is also like that only. So 7272, this is the parent process, and this parent is this one, 6973. This is the parent, SSHD. Okay, I connected with SSH. I connected this connection is a, this window is a SSH process, right? Mm. That is SSH process, and their child process means I requested SSH and I made a connection. So here it is parent, and this is the child process, SSH root connection. I made it, and I'm typing some command. I type the command on here. So this is become parent here. This become parent. This is become parent here, and this is become a child to that one. So that is my command I'm running here. So like this you can able to see, and lot of running process is there. For example, I want to run some process, and I will see the process is running or not. Okay. Mm, what I have to run, so I put a sleep 1000 ampersand. So I run a process in a background. So I'm running this command. Can you see this? This is a sleep process. Okay, this is a sleep process. You can see the process here, and I run this process on the terminal. That's why it is showing a parent terminal is this one. I run the bash command here. Okay, so this is the process, and this is the process ID of this process. Okay, this is the process ID of this process. Okay. Mm. Now, there are a lot of things are there. So in a ps command, aux, this is also a command, aux. Okay, where I put it, this one, aux, ef. Oh, sorry, here only, aux. So it is showing user process ID, CPU, how much CPU is consuming this particular process, how much memory it is utilizing, and other things. This is the status, whether it is sleeping process, running process. R means running process, S means sleeping process, ST stopped process, and other process things also available. Okay, you can see that we put a sleep process, right? So this is a sleep process related one. So how much it is consuming, RAM consuming, process consuming. Okay, so it is running Python also. Okay, internally Python is there, I think it's showing Python. So can you see this is a 1.7 like that. Okay, so sorry, right, covering now. Okay, now that is AUX. Of course, when I put a process EF, what happening? It is giving a lot of display. I don't want few things here. Okay, for example, I want a process ID. I want a CMD. Maybe I want a user. Okay, or maybe I want AUX. If I put AUX, this is AUX, right? Where it is? Okay, it is showing some other information. So I want to filter it. I don't want all the information by default command, and so many things are displaying here. So I want only few things. So then I will put a command like a space hyphen evo. Uh, if you want a user, then you can put a user. You want a process ID, nice value, and CMD. Now it will display that one only. Okay, it is displaying that one only. So automatically it remove all the other things. It is showing which user you are running, which process ID you want it, which nice value we are doing, and what is the command for that one. So if you see here, sleep process like this, simply I am getting my required information, not all the parts of information. So user ID, process ID, and then nice value is 0, and sleep process is there. And also we can see separately, not like a how much CPU consumption, how much memory consumption, what terminal it is, like every information is there, but I can able to limit using this command. Okay? Even though I don't want user, then we can cut the user also. Next. Now I want to ask a question, so then I want answer now. So guys, this is my output. So see, this is my complete output. In entire output, my process can be any place, right? In this big list, my process can be anywhere. In this big list, my process can be anywhere. I want to see a only single process, only single. So for example, I want to see only sleep process only. I don't want to see all this information, because already default is there. I don't want to worry about that one. I want to see only sleep process only. In my output I want to see only one single process. This is the command. This is the command, and this is my output. This is my output. I want, in this output I want only one single line. Understand? I want only one single line which contains sleep. So now I make it more forward. Okay, so more straightforward. So understand. So in this output I want to see only single line which contains sleep. So what to do, what you will add to this one? Understand the question, guys? Hello, where are you guys?
Yes, sir, we are there.
You have to give grep. Correct. Pipe, grep, sleep. Good. So this is only I can able to see sleep only. Of course, there is a another line is there, that is because we are using a grep. That grep is also process based on that sleep. Okay, so it is showing like that. Okay, so this is um, only one single process in the entire output. Okay, we don't want everything to see. Only we want to see a particular process related thing only, so we can able to see. Okay, very good. Now I don't want this process. I want to kill this process. I don't want this. I want to terminate this process. How to kill the process? Simple. Kill and go through that process ID 7337. Now check it again. Process is terminated. Process is terminated. If you see that word is terminated. Okay. So this is the command. So we have to check the process and check the process ID of the process. Kill space process ID. Then you can able to kill the process. Okay, so this is how we can able to do it. So that is a killing process. One second. History process, history. So from where we started, like here, some are repeated commands, so don't worry, some are mistake commands will be there also. No. This is I created a process, then I'm verifying the process with the different commands. I repeated this one. Okay, here I limit my outcome. Here I completely limit my output with I filter my output with a specific thing. Here I use sleep. If you are having different process, then you can use different grep commands. For example, you can see SSHD only. You can see SSHD what are the processes there. Not only for killing purpose, so some different purposes also we can able to do it. Okay. This is a DHCP related process. This is entirely DHCP related thing. Okay, so you can filter it as per your requirement. Okay, I'm putting clear. Okay, finally we got this one. Next, so I put a command called kill. What is the kill thing? The kill is to kill the process. So how many different type of kills are there? Okay, so put a command kill space hyphen L. Okay, as I seen in anywhere in the Linux command, there is no one. This is one. This is L. Both are look like same. This is L. Okay, so this is a kill signals. There is a almost 64 kill signals are there. Out of all, only there is a four is very important. Okay, out of that one, only two is very important. Okay, so the important kill signals are, if you put a kill space hyphen L, the important kill signals are 1, 9, and 15 and 20. So I have written first, then I will put a what is it is. It is a SIG up, means like if any process is already stopped, then we can able to up it using one. Okay, next ninth one. So where is the 9? Here is a 9. 9 is SIG sig kill, actual killing process. And 15. So where is the 15? This is the 15. This is SIG TERM, SIGTERM, terminate the process. Next 20. This is 20. SIGTSTP. Okay. Compared to 1, compared to 1, so 1 is very rarely used, very part, but mostly we use 9, 15, 20 only. 20 means stop the process. Just stop. We are not killing the process. We are stopping the process. And you want to run the process again, then we can able to run the process. Uh, 9 for killing the process. 15 is a terminate the process. And 15 is by default. Usually it is a by default. You don't need to specify 15 also. Okay, it is by default. Okay, so for example, again sleep, because it's we are in a CLI mode now, so more commands you can see. I put an ampersand, so I running a process, then I run this, the process is running. If I put a kill, 7359 minus 9, so minus 9 is a sig kill, right? Minus 9 is a sig kill. Now process is killed. Can you see? The process is killed. Killed process. Okay, so I kill the process using a hyphen 9. Again I'm running same process, and I'm looking at every time. We should see the process ID will be changed. Process ID is not constant. Okay, process ID is will be changed. It does it not a dedicated process won't be there here. Process ID will be changed every time you open a process. Okay, so again now kill 7364. I didn't use 9 or any option. I didn't use, but here see terminated. Okay, if you are using a 15, also terminated, like this also terminated. You want to test it like this, hyphen 15, and process ID is 7369. If you are observe, every time it's generating a new process ID, terminated. So whether you are using hyphen 15 or not, it is a terminated process only. If you want to kill the process, hyphen 9. Okay, that is a default one. Okay, there is a difference between kill and terminated is there. Like a terminate process means the process is running and you terminate it in a middle of the one process only. But killing process means killing process and their child process and the all relevant process also, like killing the entire process tree. Killing means killing the entire process tree. Killed means entire process tree. Terminated means that's just one process only. Okay, now again I'm running this process. So now the terminated is gone. Why? Because of it completed. So when it is termination time I given, so that's why it is showing terminated. Now again I given, it is not showing that one because there is no sleep process here, which is output, that is the command only. I open a process again. Okay, I open a process again. Now kill minus 20 7376. Now check it. The process is stopped. I stopped the process. I didn't kill the process. The process is there, still there. Okay, process is still there. So can you see the process is there, but it is not in running condition. But it is not in running condition. So you want to add some more thing like nice value cmd stat stat. See, it is stopped the t, stop the process. Okay, so stat. So what I want, I will see that one. Okay, this is stop the process. I will try one, but whether it is works or not, I don't know. Still, it is showing in a stopped condition only. Or to run the process, stop run process. One only hub. It is not in R condition. Okay, one second. Hyphen 20 is stopping process. Hyphen 1 is not working here. So SIGHUP. You have to what is hub? We have to, otherwise you have to check kill minus L 1. This is stop and this is actual stop. There must be a counterpart will be there. So there is a different pipe, sig like this, like complete managing your process, other things. But a lot of things are there. We cannot learn everything in this time. Okay, it is showing T only, so no problems. It is stop the process. Then we have to run the process. Uh, Now it is in hang up. That is hub HUFP SIG HUP is there, no? That is hang up on. Now it is running and completed also. The job is completed. Meanwhile, the that is completed. That's why it is showing hang up. Okay, but that is like how to. I showed one thing how to kill the process. Kill process ID. Kill process ID. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so how to kill the process? Check the process and kill the process ID. Kill. So you got a process ID. Give the process ID or kill hyphen 9 and process ID like this. Okay, this is for termination. By default it is a 15 and you want to kill the process is a hyphen 9. Okay, how to check the process ID? PS command like this. Okay, so this is about your process ID. Okay, thing. But how to check the running process? Like, you know, we have a task manager, right? In a task manager, you can see updated process. When it is showing now, when I open some application, and immediately it will show on this screen, right? So what are the processes running? It show on this screen. Okay. So when a process is closed, it will show on this screen. PS command will show you the snapshot, means what at the time of PS, what process is there that will show, but we won't get the updates. Like I want to monitor my PC completely, like what process is going on. So the command is top. So first I will go to man top. What is a thing is, so display Linux process, but it's update process. Okay, what are the processes currently open in a background or foreground, whatever it is, or in a different terminal, it will show the command. So command is only top only, and there is a lot of options are there, so you just need a little bit practice to understand this top. Okay, so what we can able to content of the table in the top table, and different signals also given here, up keys, so many are there, global default, some memory area default, task area default. Okay, so depends upon your keys, then you will see that one. How to kill the process, how to check the process, how to make a priorities, also in a top only. So I put a top. Now this is my entire system. So if you see, there is a how many total tasks are running, one running, uh, two running now, 102 sleeping, zero stopped, zero zombies, CPU percentages, nice value, like this. You can see total memory. You can see how much memory I'm using, 1 GB, right? How much free, how much is used, how much swap I'm using, how much swap is free. So complete swap is free, no use. Okay, like this. This is I'm using memory. This is the CPU percentages. This is process ID, user ID, nice value, priority. So if you see, nice is 0, 20. Nice is minus 12, 20. This is 0. Like this. RT means real time. Okay, like this. So these are different things. CPU percentage, memory, time, how long it is running, CMD. Okay, and if you want to do any command, like I want to kill the process, put a K. I put a K, so then it is showing PID to signal kill. Default PID is something. The stop PID it is. Okay, how to search for the PID of the process and do it. So I'm not doing it, so I'm quitting. Okay, so no bother. So you want to quit from here, press Q, then you will quit. So I'm quitting like that. So top is a one more command to check the process. Okay, so this is about your process management. So part one. One more process management is there. Just uh, take 5 minutes. So come back at 12:45. Just relax for 5 minutes. I will start the next part. Next part is also very encouraging. Now stop the video.